So when I left Hasbro, they weren't doing anything with G.I. Joe. And I said, well, you know, there's a slot in the 6-inch collector market for military. I said, I'm going to make mine.
Yes.
You know, knowing that eventually they were going to do G.I. Joe, but I said, well, I'm going to do mine. You know, that's what I did. And I purchased some of those old trademarks and got some hype around it. And, you know, the first Kickstarter failed. And then I was like, well, let me leave, because I said I believe in this Action Force thing, but then the Kickstarter failed. And then I was like, oh, crap, what do I do? But I said, you know what, this thing could work.
Yeah.
And I said, let me just tweak it a little bit. Let me tweak it. Let me make some changes. Let me get the word out there. Within 3 or 4 months, the second one was funded. You know, so it was a quick turnaround. And I was like, see, and then, you know, COVID happened. But during COVID, it's like we had an unbelievable amount of sales because the G.I. Joe Classified line had been announced and stuff. So then Classified coming out just helped people, you know, pay, you know, buy more of my line. You know, the line just like took off. And it's been like crazy. Like every series that comes out sells higher than the series before. We're getting all these new customers, and it's just wild, man. I can't believe it.